Hello, welcome to the Wizard Den. Today's video is going to be why I suggest that everybody in the occult field fasts at least once. Now, when you fast, you need to do it for spiritual reasons. Because if you're doing it for purely bodily reasons, health reasons, you're not going to gain what you could spiritually or in your life had you done it on purpose for spiritual reasons. Okay, now what happens when you fast is you turn away from the physical and tap into the spiritual realm. Now that also gives you more domain over the physical realm, because you're able to tap into the astral realm so much easier. You're able to make a change in the astral, making a change in the real world a lot easier. Or the physical, they're both real. But a lot of Christians talk about it, and it works the same for them as it will for us. It works the same all the way around. It's purely spiritual, and it has nothing to do with the God, but you and your intention. Now, I do recommend that you work with a patron spirit of some sort. It can be an angel, it could be a god, a goddess, a demon. It does not matter, as long as you work with your patron or matron spirit. Okay. Now, I recommend that for guidance, help, and a spirit to communicate with during this session, right? Now, you're going to push it as far as you can personally, comfortably push it. You're going to want to get in an uncomfortable space. It's going to be hard. You're going to be pushing yourself, pushing your limits. But there's 100% a reason for it. You're going to be wanting to deny the physical and embrace the spiritual. Now, there's stories of people fasting and, they get a new house because that's what they pray for. Or they pray for money and they get money. They can be, so you be very specific and you get that specific amount. People will ask for $1,332 and they will get $1,332. It's very specific if you want it to be. I oftentimes like it to be very specific, so I know that it's no fluke and this is me or my spirit in action, right? Now, people go further. They get their job that they're asking for. They get anything. You can get anything. Psychic abilities that you're asking for. People have done things as crazy as open a door with their mind, telepathy. Being tapped into the spiritual realm has a lot of benefits. It's very, very important. It's also important on a mental aspect because you are able to tap into a clear mind that you haven't had in a very long time. Food, especially American food, has a lot of chemicals in it, has a lot of processed stuff in it. It's very nasty, very bad for you, and it toxifies the mind, and you're detoxing. And when you detox, the mind is going to open up, become clear. You're going to think clear. You're going to have a very clear mind, be able to think properly. It's going to be very, very nice. Now, these kind of benefits, you usually don't get them in the first few days. What I'm talking about, you start to see after about a week. If you don't fast at all, you never fasted before, give it about a week and you should start to see these results. Now, if you push it, you can get, like, say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can get much more results. You can get very profound results. But you also want to be reasonable and rational rational, excuse me, because you don't want to do something unhealthy. If you've never fasted before, you want to take into consideration that you're going to have to ease back into it. So you need to look up all the information on fasting before doing it, because you can't just jump out of a fast and then start gobbling down food. You can really hurt yourself that way. You need to look up the health benefits as well as the health concerns. Coming out of a fast, you need to eat slowly, eat little portions. You don't need to eat a lot, you don't need to drink a lot. You're going to just consume little. Also, to help you make it through the fast, you're going to want to drink water. I like to do water only fasts, and I do this day and night. But you're going to drink enough water to where you kind of feel full, and that's going to help you get through. But also, I'm not talking about the Muslim fast. The Muslim fast is where you just fast during the daytime, and then as soon as night comes, you're able to eat dinner, and you can wake up early in the morning to eat breakfast. I don't see that as a real fast. I see that as child's play. You're not going to gain results from that. That would be only for a dedication. I don't know what that would be for, but you're not going to gain real results from that. There's not enough constraint. There's not enough sacrifice going on. You need to sacrifice a lot more than that. That's what a fast is. It's fasting from things that you normally need. You're going to sacrifice that in your life, and that sacrifice is what gets you the results. So that's why it's helpful to work with a spirit, because you can offer this up as an offering. You can enter into a pact with whatever spirit you want to. For me, I'm going to do my next fast. I'm going to do Shaitan, because me and him are in a pact already, but I'm going to make another deal with him, because I want profound results. Or I might do Hekate, because I already have an open and running deal with Shaitan. I might make one with Hekate. That one makes more sense. I'll probably do that. But anyway, I will set it up to where what I'm doing on my end is doing a fast. I'm going to do, and I'm going to be very specific. You always want to be very specific about your pacts. Make it very lawyer-like. And that's just for your benefit, as well as the spirits. It benefits everybody around if there's a lot of specificity. There you go. That's the word. It just helps out that way. But then, for what you're going to give in return, you're just going to put, I'm going to fast for X amount of days, only drinking water, or doing only vegetables, or whatever you're doing. Only problem about entering a pact when fasting is you have needed to, I recommend that you have at least once before done a fast, because a lot of people will enter into a fast, and as soon as, they're halfway through one day, they can't make it, and then they eat something. They find an excuse to eat, or the next day they break it immediately, because fasting is incredibly hard. So don't enter into a pact and offer up a fast unless you're 100% sure you can do it. You have the willpower, the focus, the concentration, the intention, the powerful intention, the powerful willpower in order to pull that off. Because doing a fast is not just for anybody. It takes serious willpower and determination that most people just don't have, especially in this day and age with phones and social media. Most people just don't have it. Okay. But it's just recommendations. If you're gonna want something big and powerful to happen, do a pact with your fast, and you're almost guaranteed to get some powerful changes in your life. But you don't have to do that. You can just pray to your spirit. I recommend praying or doing maybe an invocation a day. Do one invocation to that specific spirit. Keep it strict to that one specific spirit. I wouldn't do much spirit work while fasting because it requires energy, a lot of your energy to do spirit work, invocations, and offer up offerings. So with you already being drained, it's going to be hard. So another thing, while we're talking about being drained, when you're fasting, you're going to want to keep movement to a bare minimum because you are going to be very drained, energetically speaking. You have no food coming in, no calories coming in to give your body energy. So you're going to be very drained, very low energy. You're not going to be feeling capable of doing much of anything. Okay, so you're going to be wanting to take a chill pill, sit in bed, do nothing for all I care, but you're not going to want to do much at all. If you can minimize it to doing nothing at all, do it. Going to a job is going to be difficult whilst fasting. It is doable, but then you have more temptation to eat because you're going to be performing at a lower level. You might get in trouble because you're not performing right. You're not there mentally in the beginning, at least. In the beginning, it's going to be hard because, you're going without food and energy for the first time ever. It's going to be difficult. But yeah, this fasting is no walk in the park. It's going to be a test. It's a test of determination. It's a test of pushing and striving through. Overall, it's very beneficial across the board. It teaches you so much about yourself. You have so much potential to grow. And I'm shocked that not that many people do it. And they don't do it that often. I recommend doing 2 fasts a year, at least 2. I think it's very beneficial for you. I wouldn't push it as far as a month. I think that's too much. Only if you know you're capable and you know what to do coming out of a fast would I recommend doing that. You need to be very informed going into this. So research. But it is highly, highly beneficial doing a fast in the occult. Like I said, you stand to gain so much. You can gain psychic abilities. You can gain occult knowledge. It all depends upon who you work with, who you call upon, what you ask for. But you're almost guaranteed to get what you ask for. It's not like normal, where, it's up in the air sometimes, and maybe the results don't come as powerful. No, for even Christians, their God doesn't even answer their prayers, dude, like, ever. But when they fast, they get answered prayers every single time they pray. So that goes to show you how powerful fasting is. But, another example before I go. Astral projection. If you can't astral project, go ahead and fast. If you've been trying, you can't get a breakthrough, you just can't do it, fast. You'll be able to astral project once you fast. You'll get out of your body. You can astral project, talk to spirits in the spirit plane, and you'll be able to break through. I promise you. But yeah, that's all I had to say for this. Peace.